Oh my goodness. I don't know if we are in some sort of, I don't know, multiverse or something that has happened. We are here. It is Wednesday. It is 5:30. We are on time. We have audio, we have video. I don't even know. Like, I feel like we've won the game at this point.
I think we did it.
Like,
I think we should wrap it up. It's thanks for watching.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're gonna go out before it gets any worse. Welcome everybody to episode number 30. It only took us 30 episodes to get this figured out, but we did it. Of Prep Talk Live. I'm Casey with Cascadia Dispatch. Joining me as always is Tup, the Urban Prepper. Tup, what is going on? How is your week? How are things going?
Week's going good. Super busy with more work stuff and family stuff. School's starting for the kids, so they just had their first day of school today. It's a half day, and I did some volunteer stuff there in the morning. But yeah, it's just rolling right along. It's a little too hot. Like, there's too many hot days over here in Washington. Like, I don't know about in the Portland area, Portlandia, but
yeah, exactly. It's hot.
Man, I don't like this hot stuff over here. So.
I mean, we're used to the buildings all being on fire and the city streets running in flames.
That's the kind of temperature. Yeah,
exactly. We're not used to just actual regular hot. We need it to be like Inferno, Anarchy hot.
Yeah. So I'm in my office here, and it's like we don't have air conditioning in the house, so I have this like little hand towel. So I'm just like, because I feel like I'm sweating, so I have my Louis Armstrong type towel over here just to kind of cool off a little bit or to wipe the sweat off. But yeah, it's super hot in my office right now. But
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
So many questions.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad that you and your hand towel are doing well.
Yeah.
It's hot in my office. We actually, my office is underneath our bedroom. And so I have to close the, or I don't have to, but I choose to because I would like to stay married. And I love my wife. I close the register, the little vent thing.
Yeah.
Because it goes between our rooms. And so if it's open, then my very soft and angelic voice can be heard very clearly upstairs.
Yeah.
And so I close it, but then it means that there's no air conditioning in my office. So the rest of our house is at a lovely 72, 73 degrees, something like that. And my office is like 109 with all the lights and everything. So
yeah, I don't have any. I should probably get a fan in here, but I have so much papers. It would just fly everything all over the place. But yeah.
Yeah, no, don't worry about the fan. Stick with the hand towel. I think that's a better.
I think it looks cool. It looks like I'm a boxer or something.
It does. It does. It
looks
like
you had quite a
workout.
You just go like that. Just like they're like some MMA guys. They come out to the ring like this. And that's how I come to work now.
Can we get it attached to the Kangol hat? Like, can we get it kind of like a? Yeah, something like that. I think that's good. So. Real quick, just saying hi to everyone. We got Biggs Ross is here.
Pony Girl here. Okay, Pony Girl.
Oh yeah, Pony Girl is 100% here. We missed her, but she's back, so that's good. Welcome back. We got Chuck is here. He's here. He's excited. Right. Cat's here. So we've got the crew is coming in, and I am very excited that the crew is here. I am hopeful that a couple of other key crew members will arrive because I think I have a topic today that made me just giddy, and I am very much looking forward to sharing it. It's a brainstorming session.
Okay.
So we're gonna go through that. How was the school thing? Now, from our school, it's been interesting with the security. They moved buildings and stuff like that, and so I kind of tried to get interested and involved in kind of the school security and evacuation plans and stuff without revealing any of the OPSEC or whatever stuff would be going on. Have you found that that's an area that you can connect with the administration, the school administration and teachers and stuff, and kind of get involved on like, hey, how do we how do we make sure that the kids are safe and evacuating and all of this is going on?
Maybe not as much on the evacuation part. I mean, they have people like law enforcement stuff that teach on that, but like for like emergency kits, yeah, they know if they subscribe to the channel, and they know about it, and so yeah, I'm part of like the safety committee board at the school. And so and help a little bit with that, but really like they have dedicated people that are doing that at the school. But the school that my kids do go to, one of the reasons why we picked it is because they're very good on their security, and it's pretty locked down. Like you can't just like walk in there. Like I have to, you have to go through a series of steps and stuff. So, which gives me peace of mind for sure. But all the classrooms have their own little. They kind of look like bug out bags, but they're their own emergency kits in there that has a certain set of supplies and stuff, and they have some food rations and things like that in all the rooms just in case they have to bunker in place. So but yeah, I'm not too heavily involved with like evacuation procedures or anything like that. So
okay. Yeah, when our school is a charter school, and so when we joined in, they didn't have a working intercom system. Like they had a lot of they were scrapping it together and stuff, and so I got kind of involved with like, let's get radios and let's get, the FEMA people to talk about the earthquake thing and like, what do we need and all of that sort of stuff. So
yeah, we did some of that like through Cub Scouts and stuff. And I'm not a den leader anymore because like my son's a Boy Scouts, but for Cub Scouts we did a lot of like the earthquake preparedness and things like that. Actually, I'm supposed to teach an emergency preparedness course for the Boy Scouts maybe next week. We'll see if I can make that work, but. Yeah, I think someone had a question with can't they just lock the room? Yeah, they have electric locks and ID, like you have to have a badge to scan in and all this kind of stuff. And there's multiple layers and there's like a big fence and stuff. So it's I think they do a pretty good job. So
that is fantastic. That's excellent. Real quick, we've got London's calling. London calling. Welcome, independent news media from London. It's very exciting.
Are they doing a report on us?
I don't know.
Independent news media is doing a report on this.
Yeah. Why are they awake? Is it like, are they up early to go to the gym or like what's happening?
Early bird gets the worm.
Very late over there. Also checking in from California, from the Bay Area. Nice. Always lovely to see fellow West Coasters joining in. So we're getting, we got a broad mix today. Let's see. Chuck is our school, the doors lock to each classroom have been upgraded. Yes. Yep. Yeah. That's one of the things at our school. There's locks and more security and stuff. They moved from an old building that was like a renovated church into like an actual building, like office building type of a thing. So
there's a lot of cool like options for. I've been wanting to do a video on this, but for like the door stops on what you could do for classrooms and like ways of like, even though they're locked, like if someone wanted to bust it down or something, like the different types of door locks and things that I think those are pretty fascinating. There's a lot of cool tech out there that now that they didn't used to be. I don't think 10 to 15 years ago, but
yeah. Cat's checking in from Sacramento. So nice. we got lots of people. All right. So I had a very interesting day today. Okay. It's been a very interesting week at our house. And it's kind of one of those things. You ever have those moments with your wife where you're like, all right, I have this idea and I'm not 100% sure how it's going to fit together. And she's like, I have this idea and I'm not sure how that's going to fit together. And like over the course of months, all of a sudden, all the pieces start to click together. And then one day you're walking through Costco and it's like the beaming light shines down and you're like, we have it. Okay, this is the thing. And of course it happened at Costco. Because at some point, hopefully,
you're sponsored.
God, if only they would sponsor, that would be fantastic. I would make so much Costco content. I have always worked from home. I've always worked remotely before the pandemic and stuff. And then when we had school and everything, it got kind of cramped in here. We were like, everybody's running around. It was difficult doing meetings and stuff. And I've been thinking, what would it take if I actually got one of those like shed type offices and put it in the backyard?
Yeah.
We'll be involved in all of that. And we have some friends that have done that and we're like, we'll wait and everything else. So this week ended up being the culmination week where we were like, oh my goodness, this is happening. So we've spent the week talking to contractors and different services that will come out, and one service will come out and bring the whole thing together. And we got contractors who would actually build it from scratch and all that. So we're working on the details. But this is kind of brought up, although it will be an office, I have decided I want it to be the backyard bunker. And our general contractor that we talked to had all kinds of fun ideas. And so what I wanted to do is brainstorm as I'm building this office thing. If this happens, what are the cool, like, preparedness things that we could put in this thing, like an adult clubhouse sort of an idea. And I figured with our group of chatters and everyone that this would be a good opportunity, because then if we do this, then it'll be something that we'll be documenting as we build it, and we'll be documenting all the stuff. So there'll be a lot of video content that'll come out of this if it happens. But in the planning stages, like, what are cool things that I could put in this thing that would be fun, you know, emergency preppery sort of fun stuff.
Now, is this like a dual purpose, like for, because you're a content provider, you provide content. Would you be doing videos in there too? Because that totally changes the ball game as far as like what.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the footprint of my office right now, and I'm going to go put it outside and maybe add a foot on either side. So it'll be where Prep Talk Live will be broadcast every week from the backyard bunker, which I feel like that's what we're going to have to call it now.
Yeah.
We'll have to call it the backyard bunker. So I'll have the lights and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to have probably some sort of a table. I have a table that I made for like shooting down. So like product videos, and like when you always do the, like, here is the Altoids EDC, and you went through all the little pieces and stuff. So having a table with the camera set up to do that. So I'll have like my regular computer set up and all of that. One thing that I wanted to add in there was my ham radio, because I have a ham radio, but I've never gotten it to work in our house. So I actually want to get an antenna and actually run the wire and do the whole thing. So we'll have a ham radio set up in there. Solar panels and some sort of a power system. I was thinking that would be cool to do. We were thinking, I was thinking some sort of water purification, something like a Berkey filter or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I was looking at some of the indoor gardening things that they make, like where you can do like with LEDs and stuff, and you can like grow vegetables in like 2 square feet of space in your house. Thinking that could be kind of cool to do. But I figured, like, there's all kinds of, like, people come up with all kinds of fun ideas. Like, what are other things we could put in this thing as we build it that would be kind of fun?
Now, for me, I guess it kind of depends on, is this above ground, or is this if it's a bunker type thing, or if it's like a tiny home, like, because that kind of changes like what you could store temperature wise and everything. So
so it will be above ground, although,
so like something you could get at Home Depot, like a shed.
Yeah, kind of, except what it will be, it's going to be built custom. The one idea was to get a shed and finish it out. After doing some investigation and stuff, we're going to have it. It's going to be custom done. So it'll be a little bit sturdier, but it also means that we have more flexibility in what we do with it. So one of the conversations that came up today was, could there be a trapdoor in the floor? Could there be storage underneath? Because it'll be on like some posts and stuff. Like, could we dig into the ground and actually have like some sort of a storage safe or something that would go through the floor and the ground, maybe? Like all options at this point are on the table of what could happen. And so I figured, from the team that brought you Prepper Panties and and Secret Preppers, that this would be the group to run this one by.
Yeah, I think it's a good question. It's one that we're trying to think about too, because they're trying to kick my wife's trying to kick me out of my own office and wants to have something similar in the backyard. But but if it's going to be a studio, that changes kind of like the purpose of it. That's probably going to be the primary, and then versus like if it was a pure prepper hut, I guess then. And I think because it's above ground, you're gonna. I don't know if I'd want to store a lot of food in there, like, because it's going to go through temperature fluctuations, maybe water, but if it was, let's see, what would I want? Above ground, so you're not storing stuff under the ground. It's not like a cache. It's going to be vulnerable to. You might not want to have super expensive stuff in there if you are in Portland after all. So
exactly. Yes. Everything. We just walk around basically with only like a t-shirt and and like sweatpants on because we don't want anyone to think we have anything exciting or anything. I was thinking, you know, for example, like the goal is, and part of why I want to build it, we're going to build it custom, is so it's a little sturdier.
Yeah.
So if there is some sort of something, it's going to have a better shot to survive than if we just had a shed, for example. I can't get a shipping container in the backyard. My wife vetoed that.
Yeah. That usually gets vetoed.
Yeah. But I think there could be an interesting thing if we were to dig in the ground. That would give a little bit
changes
of
that changes everything. Yeah, I think the ground part. I think that having like the solar panels, so it comes to mind right off the bat for that. It's like a comms booth would be good. Although I'd still be nervous about people breaking into the shed.
Well, and to be like so the way that our like house is situated, so it would be in the back. And granted, I mean, let's be clear. If anyone wanted to get anything, like they could get anything. Like I think we'll level set with that. We do have a gate. You can't see it you won't be able to see it from the street. It'll be down. Our house is on a hill, so it's down and behind everything. We do have cameras on the front of the house, the back of the house, front door, everywhere, so we can see what's going on and that sort of thing. So, and then we back up to a natural wetlands. So unless someone came through the pond, swam up and jumped the fence or something, I'm not as worried about somebody coming that direction. But I was thinking like some of the things that I was also coming up with were like, we have the 250 or 275 gallon water tanks. But right now we have them gravity fed from essentially the top of the hill. A lot of people I've seen have the RV water pumps that allow you to get enough pressure to either pressurize for a shower, to pressurize for hot water, to pressurize for whatever you need. I don't have a great spot to put the RV pump motor with an electrical hookup. But if I had like a cabinet on the side of the bunker with an inlet for water or whatever, and so you could open it up and then you could just plug in water and it would pump out, like that could be an interesting spot to put that sort of an item. So yeah, so all things are, they were talking about maybe we have fake vents in the wall and hide things in the walls. It was kind of funny when we were talking to the contractor because he was getting excited about it as well. And so then he was coming up with all kinds of like, okay, like, do we do a trap door? Could we put something under because there'll be like a deck and then there'll be the building. Like, could we put something under the deck? Could we put something under the house? Like, what do we do? Like all of those sorts of fun things.
Yeah, I think you could do some kind of like the Tesla wall style battery bank for the solar, something like that. I think water would be safe to have in there, especially underneath. I think that from what I've heard, like for sheds, like for me, a bunker is like underground, but so I'm trying to get my brain off of a bunker.
Yeah, we're gonna call it the bunker in name only. It's not
because it's a prepper shed. It's like or outbuilding or something like that.
It's like, did you ever watch Mask when you were a kid? It was
The
like
Mask or no.
No. Well, The Mask was a fantastic movie, but the cartoon Mask.
No.
And it was in with the same realm as like He-Man and G.I. Joe and a bunch of that. And they were these normal people and they would put on these special helmets and then their cars would like transform into special spy cars and their houses would transform into special spy houses. Like, I feel like that's what I want for this. It's like it's like an office, but it transforms a la Optimus into this kind of preparedness spot.
Yeah, I think if it was me, I'd probably want to have it be something that it's like a lot of secret shelving, like kind of like when you see the Atlas survival shelters, how the shores that they have underneath. But I think the wall should also be like that. So if you did have someone that was breaking into it, they wouldn't see all the stuff immediately. They'd see your YouTube setup. But
yeah,
I am kind of envisioning having a lot of different secret cabinets of stuff. Cabinets. Now, what to store in those, that's a different thing. But if it was me, I'd probably want to go with like a overlanding style equipment in there. If I needed to evacuate my house, then we have this setup over here that has a lot of those similar style things in there. But I probably wouldn't use it to store food in there. like it wouldn't be like a expansion pantry or a wine cellar type thing. That'd have to be for an underground one. I'm gonna have to kind of brainstorm on it a little bit. Part of me would want to have it be a Faraday cage too. That's just like the guy from
very intriguing. Yes,
like the guy from Enemy of the State. I don't know if you remember that movie with Gene Hackman and Will Smith, and he had like this Faraday cage thing. So it's like just having to be a few like the one place that you could go to that that you're in a private space and
you're completely safe. Yes, Big Ross, absolutely. Root cellar or wine room under it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen. Yeah, I'm just going back and looking at all kinds of people. Kegerator. I mean, you might as well. I mean, that seems like it's appropriate for the office or the bunker. Either one of those.
Well, people have their do their home brew and stuff. That might be a big business during the apocalypse. So.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Secret rooms under the floor, fake wall.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. I think we absolutely are going to have to do something like that.
Like there used to be, I don't know if it's still like this when you go to cell phone stores, like they have these like how they store the walls or display things where they have like these big pictures of the phones and stuff, but really they're like sliding cabinets and you would have never know type thing. Mm-hmm. I'm envisioning something like that it looks like it's posters. You could have like the Optimus Prime and some other stuff there, but really there's like those secret things, secret walls behind there.
You're thinking like Men in Black when they open the trunk and it looks like a trunk and then they hit the button and then it opens up and
exactly,
all of
something like
noisy cricket or whatever is at the back.
The noisy cricket, yeah.
That is fantastic. Yes. Disguise it like a kid's playhouse. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Or Transformers on a home style look. Yes, 100%. We'll put I'll put like an Autobots logo on like a door knocker on the front door or whatever.
Yeah, well, I think yeah. I don't know if I'd want to have any. You'd want to have it look like just some like rinky-dink shed that has like wheelbarrows in it. You don't want people to know that there's a lot of valuable stuff in it. At least
yeah. I think if it was going to be the trick is because it's going to be an office.
Yeah.
So I think I'm trying to disguise it as an office, and then like we'll have other special stuff in there. Because I think if I made it a shed, then it wouldn't really work as an office. Yeah. It wouldn't look right for the
but office. If it looked like on the outside, if it looked like it was a shed, and then the inside it's secretly an office.
Ooh,
so I have like some pitchforks and that's on the or whatever shovels and stuff hanging on the outside.
How do we feel about that? The like camo netting? I don't know what it's called. Someone in the comments, but like the netting that they put over like military vehicles and stuff. So when you look from the air, like you can't see it looks like a tree or a bush or something like that. Like, should we have that incorporated somehow? For aerial reconnaissance, so that the drones in the neighborhood can't see what's happening.
Well, I think that the drones would be they'd probably have a lot of thermal stuff, so you'd have to have some kind of thermal blanket. But it doesn't hurt, I don't think. So
yeah,
if you're going big.
Oh, we're doing it. So I also was like, okay, we're gonna put a gutter on the back of the roof. We're gonna do water catchment, because it's you can catch water in Oregon, so that's fine. So I figured we'd have that. I was trying to check like the basic boxes of prepping, like okay, water and we'll keep some other stuff around there. But I was like, we should get real creative. Like, what are the fun, cool things that we've always wanted to be like, aside from it being underground, which it won't be. Yeah. Unless I did get one that would go underground and then I put that underneath the office. That's
a good idea.
Intriguing.
Yeah, I definitely like the idea of like a I saw someone in the comment section, don't call it a bomb shelter, call it a tornado thing. And yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to have one of those type of things, but
yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of these geodesic domes all at various things now. They're like popular now. At private party venues and stuff. I think that would be pretty.
Yep.
And you could make it very Hobbit-like, like if it's from the Shire or something.
Yeah, Big Ross just said, "How about the geodesic domes and the yurt?"
Okay, yeah,
there you go. Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I was thinking too, because we're gonna probably take up part of it's obviously going to take up part of our yard, but it will take up some of our gardening space or whatever. I was like, okay, maybe we do like some vertical garden stuff and make that, incorporate that in kind of like edible landscaping and stuff, but we do it maybe there's like a living wall or something, and we put
You can make it look like
a
a chicken coop, but really it's your office.
That is fantastic. We have the chickens. We could like put the chickens on the roof, and like the chickens could run around, or the chickens would be the alarm system.
Or it could be some robot chickens that you have in the front that just like Home Alone type silhouettes of chickens.
Isn't that the latest thing? Aren't all chickens robots? Isn't that a thing that all the birds are robots and they all do that? Okay, all right.
I like it. I know that I've had problems in the past with storing like 5-gallon water, 5-gallon buckets with food in it in sheds because of the temperature changes. But I'm excited to see what you come up with. For me, I would probably, I don't know if I would make it be a prepper bunker. Yeah, I probably would just have it be my office, my home office, and leave it at that, or a tiny home, or something that was. If I made it a tiny home that was portable, like it could be my bug out home, I guess. Just because of the temperature thing is
if there was a way that we could, if we had enough room on the side of our house to actually drive down to it, then I would just get a trailer. And I would just put the trailer back there, and then we would do that, and then we could drive it out. That would be like, I think that would be like the best plan. You could, especially like when you see like mobile homes and they build like decks around so you can't see the wheels, or they do that with tiny homes. I think if we could do that, like that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't have enough room on the side of our house to get anything down the hill to go get the trailer and bring it back up. So it would just live there forever.
Now, if you want to go super tactical, you could always make it like you could have some steel doors and stuff, at least on one of the walls, so you could defend yourself from hordes of zombies and stuff. So
steel door on one side.
Yeah, just one side.
Wood, three sides around. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if they come behind you, then you're screwed. But if they come in
no fair. You have to go around and go through the steel door.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Well, I'm excited to hopefully if
you let me know, because then maybe I'll have to replicate your design, because we have this plate, we have this concrete pad, and it's like perfect for like a hydroponics type thing. Or right now we have a swing set and like a play yard, but my kids don't play on it really anymore. And so my wife's like, well, I want your office space. Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
Oh crap. Hold on. Oh,
I was hoping she would be here, because the queen of prepping would have fantastic ideas.
She would have a bunch of the ugly chickens would be guarding.
I'm wondering, like, do we need a canning station? Like, do we need some of those sorts of things? And to your point, like, it's gonna be an office. Like that's
the office should be for
the office is the priority, but we try. You know what? We do what we can to entertain you.
You could have photos of Sutton's days all around.
I want to have the Candelorian with chickens, logo.
The Candelorian and some ugly chickens and Sutton's days. And
can I get the Candelorian logo as a cross stitch, perhaps?
That would be pretty cool.
Bunker, sweet bunker, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I figure while we're building it, there's some fun like hobby thing. Like, I would love to have my ham radio work. I have a ham radio. I've never been able to get it work in our house with the antenna thing. Yeah. So, okay, if we're moving it out there, like I could actually put an antenna. I'm not going to put an antenna on our house. I could actually put it on there, and maybe that would work. I think that would be cool. When he mentioned trap doors, my eyes lit up, and my wife literally had to take 3 steps away and take a lap, because she was just like, A, she really loved the idea, but B, she knew exactly what was going to happen, which was, why only one trapdoor? How about more? What can we do with these? How do we make that work? Like, can they be Wi-Fi enabled? I don't know. We're going to find out. So yeah, I think it'll be a 3D printer. It's a fantastic idea. I love that plan.
I don't know if there's a lot of videos out there on prepping like a 3D printer type stuff, but next level, I think that's going to be a big game changer in the prepping community eventually for something. Like if you could 3D print, I don't know, like cans and stuff. I don't know, but
yeah, I've seen a lot of people now who are trying to do like the functional prints. So trying to, build out functional things, as opposed to like, I'm 3D printing a dragon, or I'm making a rainbow or a bear or a dinosaur or something. Like, okay, how do I make a connector piece? Kind of like the replicators on Star Trek. you know, where it's like, okay, if there were shortages of things, you'd still need power in the internet and stuff. So it's not like the world has collapsed, but okay, we just went through a time where it was difficult to find parts for things. If you had like your downloaded Wikipedia for a USB of like standard hardware pieces, washers, screws, bolts, you know, whatever, connectors, PVC, whatever, like that could be an interesting thing of like, okay, I can't find this thing, so I'm gonna 3D print it and make it, and then, you know, go from there.
I think it'd be a good service for for preppers, the apocalypse and all that stuff. Speaking of Candelorian, I think I was telling you, we were talking about how my wife has been going all in with our tomato bushes in the container gardens, and they're starting to we're tomato rich right now. We're like,
oh, that is amazing.
We're the Heisenberg of or the Walter White of cherry tomatoes right now. We're loaded in them. And so she never liked doing the pressure canner. That was always my job, but now she doesn't want me doing it. So she's been pressure canning all these tomatoes and making all the salsa and stuff. But anyway, so good news on she's Mrs. Urban Prepper is making some good progress on our pressure canning for sure. So
that is fantastic news.
She needs a Candelorian tattoo. Yeah, she needs.
Yeah, exactly. She needs a Candelorian tattoo.
Yeah.
There was we should do the Autobot style Candelorian.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I feel like what we need is like multiple versions of the Candelorian logo. Like what different styles could we make it in? And then, you know, make that happen.
Yeah.
Yes. And Sutton's Days
she's a canner.
She's welcoming you to the fold.
Yeah, I think Sutton's Day should have like a branding tool like they use on cows and stuff. You're a canner. Sutton's Day approved. Ugly chicken. It's hard to
right on your forehead. Right on your forehead. Ugly chicken.
It's hard to get the cheap ugly chicken nowadays. Like chicken's so expensive at the grocery store. So I'm glad I bought a lot of my ugly chicken before it got really expensive. But
yeah, exactly. Now you really have to pay up for that ugly chicken. That ugly chicken is a fancy chicken now.
Yeah,
it's not whatever chicken was left around. You really got to like this chicken.
Yeah, it used to be like every week or so I go to the grocery store and there's like yellow sticker ugly chicken, and I think about Sutton's Days and like, okay, she would want me to get this, and so I get it, and but now I never find it anymore. So did the yellow stickers actually say ugly chicken on it, or did they just indicate, like, I'm just saying, like, that seems like a very rude thing for your grocery store to be like, you're a pretty chicken, you're an ugly chicken. They're parted out. I don't know how you would know that, but that's incredibly judgmental. Yeah, they don't. It is. I agree with that, but they don't do that with chickens. But they do that with fruits and vegetables. They have an ugly produce section. I don't know if your grocery store has this. It's total body shaming of vegetables. It's so they're like there's all the nice vegetables and produce in one section. And then there's this rack that's a shelf that's like way off in the distance, and it just says ugly produce. I always try to support the ugly produce, but I feel it's totally
as you do.
Like,
you support the ugly produce.
I do support the ugly produce because
do you go
the ugly produce needs love too, but they don't have an ugly chicken. They should have an ugly chicken section and an ugly produce section.
Now note, everyone, he didn't say he bought the ugly produce. No. He did it patted on the back and said you're wonderful produce, and then he went and bought the pretty produce because you know that's how he is. He's very judgy. Pony Girl has a fantastic idea, and I love this. Tup needs a big board to build a bunker with all our ideas.
We should have get the yellow sticky pads out and stuff. So I could actually turn, because this is just like a wall. Like it's like I could put if we could have some ideas there and do like
I feel like there might need to be some sessions of this. Maybe we bring in some specialists or something. I feel like from a content perspective, this could be a fun thing. Like this could be really fun to be like, how do we build this thing, and like what are all the things? Or it could be a disaster. It could be something we end up not doing, and it could be. But like, I got so excited by this idea this week. I was like, we are doing this thing. And then he said trapdoor, and I was like, I don't know. Great. Take my money. Here you go. Just build trapdoors.
Now my neighbors, they They're fellow preppers. They have their chickens. They
Mhm.
have just egg chickens. They don't have meat chickens, but they can't eat enough. They produce so much eggs that they bring them over to us and we trade stuff. Anyway, the guy was mowing his lawn and he's like, "Oh, the grass is kind of sinky over here." And then so he takes a shovel and it's like this the historic well that's under there. And it's like
Oh,
it goes super deep. It goes probably 15 feet. It's just like it could be a perfect wine cellar. But if you put your bunker over something like that, you could have the secret well that would go down below there.
well,
It's so awesome.
does it have water in it? Like that could
No,
be an amazing thing if you had like this old well in like Washington. Like you need special permitting for that. If it already exists, like you
yeah,
are winning.
there's no water in it, but it's pretty. I mean, for me as a prepper, I'm thinking, oh man, look at all these cool things we can do in here. And but they want to cement it up. They don't want someone falling in it. But I think for your bunker, it'd be perfect, like for the bunker on top of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Tony may win. I don't know.
Tactical roosters. What?
I mean, how did we get away from that one?
How
First
come no
off,
one's ever talked about tactical roosters before?
put a moat around it and a drawbridge. Tony is playing this game. Tony is in it to win it here with the suggestions, ladies and gentlemen. And
Tony's
then
playing chess. We're all
roosters-
playing checkers on the strategy.
Exactly. We were playing Go Fish, and he was over here playing, I don't know, Halo or something.
Wow.
Tactical roosters.
I've never heard that term before, ever.
Now, Tony, here is the important question. Would these tactical roosters have laser beams attached to their heads? Because we know that sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads are a thing.
Yeah.
So is it possible that these roosters would also have laser beams attached to their heads?
Yeah, I think for roosters are the kind of lone wolves though. So you'd have to have them aligned with each other. I don't know how they would do that because they're not usually friends, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to have roosters, but
if you could, yeah, if you could get some tactical roosters, they would be that's next level. That's bravo, Tony, bravo.
Yeah, Tony is winning. RV Menagerie with the guard goose house.
That's a good idea because goose, man, those things
are
angry.
Mean.
They're angry.
Mean. And we have Canadian geese, the angry ones from Canada, which everything from Canada is supposed to be so nice. And their geese are just mean. They land in the pond behind our house. So I'm wondering if I could convince some of them to possibly relocate to our backyard and, surround the perimeter.
Yeah. The geese, I mean, the poop would become a problem over time because that's nasty stuff. But man, they are super mean. I don't know. Maybe it's tactical raccoons or something because raccoons, as far as I know, that they go in like a potty area. They have a certain area that they go. They don't potty where they eat or stuff. So
exactly.
Maybe, yeah. Goose, yeah. They just go.
They're very polite little trash pandas.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Big Ross coming in hot with we need a Lego gluing station. Now, I don't know about the gluing. I personally am not a fan of gluing Legos. I feel like just don't bump into things. And I say that as someone who bumped in to a 2/3 put together Lego Death Star and watched it crash off of a bookshelf and explode and have to rebuild it. But I am I believe a purist in this, that I don't like to glue my Legos. I like them to be able to be undone and rebuilt and all of that sort of stuff. But a Lego putting together station, especially maybe one that we do live streams with, of like prepping chat and Lego building time or something, like I love that plan. I love that plan.
Would you rather face off against a tactical rooster once a week or a pit bull once a year? Go. What's your pick on that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Tup has come to play.
These are the tough questions that we have to ask us.
Yeah, I thought we were doing really well with the drawbridge and the tactor and everything else, and then Tup is like, "But wait a minute, let me just remind everyone why I have 4.8 million subscribers, and it is because I come up with questions like, would you rather face a pit bull or a rooster? A
mean pit bull, because I think Sutton's they're nice.
Sutton's.
We have some nice ones. My brother has a nice one, but that was just an example. I'm trying to think roosters are so mean.
I've really enjoyed our time.
One.
Now that you're being canceled by dog owners.
Yeah.
It's been great. Sutton's Days, next Wednesday, 5:30.
Okay.
We have prep talk.
Okay.
Live.
How
I'd
about
love to
instead
have
of
you.
tip
Yeah.
old Yeller when he lost it? Like, would you want to go against old Yeller or? I could take old Yeller. I think.
I say this because now we have a cat. Again. Yeah, and he's a cross-eyed cat, and he's like he's like special and all kind, like, yeah. So the mean dog thing, yeah. We have our cat that has no depth perception, and so when it jumps onto cat, like, it misses and just hits the back of things. It wants to be around us, and like, even though we have, like, it's very quiet, and so, like, we'll be in the kitchen, and I don't know the number of times that I've kicked that cat in the face today, just turning around, and he just wants to, like, it's like he wants to feel the impact of our feet. Like, I don't know why, but it's this poor cat. Like, we love him to death, but I'm just like, come on, buddy, learn some things.
We've been watching this cat show. I don't know why we're talking about this, but we've been watching this cat show where it's like the Caesar Milan, but of cats. I forget the guy's name. He comes in there with a
cat daddy.
Case. Yeah, he comes in there with a guitar case, and he has all these different toys and stuff. And there's some mean cats out there. That's
oh yeah, I love the cat daddy.
The Sphinx one, like the furless cat.
The Sphinx.
Man, those are nasty ones. If they don't have the right environment for them. So anyway,
yeah, exactly. Yes. Sutton's
Days. This is Tony's fault for talking about tactical roosters with everyone.
Here's the deal. It's nobody's fault. Everyone joined Prep Talk Live, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
We start with
kicking cats multiple times a day.
Exactly. Sutton's Days. We've also enjoyed having you on, but now you're advocating for kicking roosters. So into next week.
Man, kicking roosters, kicking cats, ugly produce, ugly chickens. It's like,
goodness. If we were on TikTok, the good thing is, if we were on TikTok, we would not be banned for bullying or anything, because this is like actually mean things. Although if we were talking other things, then we would be banned. From what I understand, I hear people get banned on TikTok for smiling and things. Okay, let's say make
glue,
non-permanent glue for Lego brick. Chuck,
it's just sticky for a little bit and then it goes away type thing.
I don't know. My mind is blown right now. I am shocked by this revelation, and I am gonna have to Google that, because that would be very intriguing. I would like things not to fall off my shelves and break, but I would like to be able to undo them. So, all right, I'm looking into that. Chuck came scoring points. Pony Girl with a very fantastic architectural plan that we should use Legos to design the bunker. And I don't hate that plan. I don't hate that plan.
You could come back to us in a week or two with your Lego model,
with the Lego design
of the bunker.
And this is where it is revealed that I don't actually like have the creativity with Legos to make those sorts of things. Ooh. I have the creativity to follow the instructions and build the thing. But I think that is very worth it's very worth looking into. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Let's start it over.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So everyone, welcome to episode 30. Prep Talk Live. I'm Casey. Hey Amy, how are you?
Amy.
Welcome to the party. We're brainstorming, Amy, just to get you up to speed.
Actually, I got a great idea. I don't know if you sorry, it's random. It just came to
Amy, we'll get back to you.
I've been messing around with this artificial intelligence, like image creator stuff.
Your image thing. Yes.
I'm gonna put in Tactical Rooster and see what the AI comes up with.
Oh my goodness.
It'll take about 45 seconds.
That is fantastic.
Okay, let's carry on. But I'm gonna put in.
I like that.
What should my keywords be? I'm gonna do.
You know what else I think we should do? That would be a great thing, like another brainstorming. I feel like we have such a wonderful group of people that join us every week.
Tactical in our community. Rooster. Just leave it at that, or have the
yeah. I'd say let's leave it at Tactical Rooster.
Let's see what they say. Let's see what the. Okay, here it goes. It'll take some time. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Okay, all right. But I feel like we should like take some like submissions.
Yeah, that could be a fun. Like we could do a whole episode of it. Yeah,
I think that would be fantastic. We need I think those are the ones we have to plan out, because we're going to need people to submit things during the week so we can make them in advance and then put them together.
I'm worried it's not going to know what tactical means. It's probably going to come up with a rooster, but not tactical. Like maybe
it knew all. it knew all the other stuff you were running last week. So
yeah, we'll
Tactical Rooster Security. That's fantastic. So yeah, Amy, we are, just to get you up to speed. I am probably going to build an office in the backyard. And I have decided to make it a bunker office that we will do fun and exciting things to. So we are trying to brainstorm all of the fun, crazy things that we could do to this backyard office to make it more bunkery. Trapdoors are on the table. Things hidden in the floor, ceiling, walls on the table. We had Tactical Roosters now have been brought up as the security force. Okay, here we go.
This is I don't know if we can even see it with the.
Let me see if I can blow up your.
It's not as tactical as what I was hoping it would. It's just kind of a rooster.
Let's see if I do. Oh, oops! Come on. We'll switch the screen. Okay.
Okay. There. I think it needs to step up its game. Maybe I could zoom in on my camera.
Yeah, zoom in or like, can you expand it or something? We need to get the we need to figure out how to share screen. Okay.
Okay. Let's close up. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what AI thinks a tactical rooster is.
Oh, it's got is it?
So I can expand armor? One of them. Yeah, it has some armor. I kind of think that this one on where's it at? This one here I kind of like. I'm going to have it expand that one. So, okay. Sorry for being so close on the camera.
That's all right. That's all right. I think everyone is in okay. So yeah, I think you got to back it up so it'll focus it.
Focus.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back on normal cam.
All right. I'm going to go back to we'll go back to the normal thing.
Okay, that's better.
We got to swap. Otherwise, it was all off kilter. Let's see. Tactical means it includes a bottle opener.
I was expecting I guess they said they did an armor thing, but it's kind of artsy though. Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking something around morale patches. Because we always collect, I think all of us at a certain point start collecting the morale patches and stuff, but you never have a place to put it. So I'm thinking some sort of a panel or something where I can put, patches on the wall maybe or something like that.
I'm putting in Ugly Chicken as we talk to you, just so we have that.
Yeah, Pony Girl says a Tactical Rooster is a beer.
Oh,
I can't argue with that. I mean, it sounds like it's just science. It's just science. Amy is all caught up now. Okay. Tactical Roosters and Bunkers. Good. Yep, all there. Fantastic. I love that for us. So yeah. So anyway, so that was the thing that I had today.
Well, hold on. Look who's here.
Oh my
gosh. Oh,
just yeah. Between
oh my gosh, we got City prepping here.
Oh my goodness,
we have Sutton Stays.
The king and queen have entered the building.
Yeah, this is
yeah. Canadian Prepper doesn't have a visa, so he can't come across the border yet. But if he were to arrive, then I think we're just done. Then I think we're over. Welcome to the party, City Prepper. I'm talking to City Prepper. I call
he's
him
a sitting. He just sits in preps.
Lord. Yeah, that's all he does. He just sits at his desk and he tells us things.
Okay, here's what AI generated for Ugly Chicken. 1 second.
Let
me zoom in here. You can see my beard. There we go. That's
City Prepper. Just to get you up to speed on the topics tonight. Tup is doing AI versions of Tactical Roosters to see what AI will generate. And this is all because I am likely going to build a office bunker in my backyard. And we are brainstorming ideas of things to go in it. Moats have been suggested, trapdoors, tactical roosters.
Someone said tactical rooster
for guarding. Yeah, exactly.
I like what AI thinks of Ugly Chickens. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I think while that was an error, I feel like there is a shirt or something that could be made with City Prepper in kind of like a yoga pose or something at his desk, like he films his videos and everything, saying sitting prepper. I think
someone's going to do a play on it. They're going to say the S word prep.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's gonna be on a toilet.
Here's the deal. It took us 49 minutes and 48 seconds for you to make a poop joke, and you did it in front of City Prepper and Sutton's Days.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to be impressed or ashamed right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah, ugly chickens for the win. Yeah, Sutton's Days.
I'm gonna email. I'm gonna have it expand on some of these ugly chickens because there's some real ugly ones that AI just thought of. So.
Well, yeah, I wonder, like, are tactical roosters just ugly, like the ugliest of the ugly chickens? I think all of those things. You know what? Type in sitting prepper and see what happens.
It has problems. It like AI doesn't know. At least this AI doesn't know what prepper is. Like if I put prepper in, it gets confused. But if you put like hazmat or something, it'll do that. Or if you do a soldier or military, but prepper, like I don't know. This AI is not. It's not good on it. So.
Yeah. Finance Amy. When we were talking about the tactical chickens, I was thinking about the one from Moana. Like it looks like it would just, peck at people and just go kind of bananas. But yeah, that's fantastic. I love where this.
This is growing where we're going to new territories in the preparedness community.
You know what? We're not going to crack under the pressure of Sutton's Days and City Prepper being in our thing. We are going to power through here with our tactical roosters. but will we use TP or a bidet? Are we talking about in the bunker office, or are we talking about in general? There is no bathroom slated to be built for the bunker office. There was a question around a composting toilet that was discussed at one point. But for the point of it being an office, like it's just not going to happen. I'm going to walk inside and use the facilities. Okay, Sutton's Days. Thank you for joining us.
Right, thank you.
We appreciate. Yeah, exactly. We appreciate it. I will say we got bidets at the beginning of the pandemic, and got one to try. It was revolutionary. We have them now in all of our bathrooms. I highly recommend it, especially if you can get one of the ones that have the heated water. That changes everything. Like it's still like the cold ones are okay, but like the hot water ones are fantastic.
Well, you kind of want Goldilocks. You don't want it too hot. You don't want it too cold. You want it just right, because those bidets have marksman aim. Like they have perfect aim. And
no one wants a third degree burn there. That's
you don't want that.
You
don't want cold either, because it's very scary. But I think you want like room temp or warm is preferred.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, those are the bidets are wonderful. And then what happens is you get used to that, and then you go somewhere where they don't have one, and you judge everything harshly.
We went on this big tangent, and I think Big Ross wasn't even talking about what we were thinking he's talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he meant for the S word.
Oh, okay. I meant for S word.
Okay, so for the shirt, whether we would have it on a toilet or a bidet. Okay.
Oh, jeez. We went off on a random tangent. Sorry about that.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a whole thing. But I feel like the bidet thing is always a good topic. Like, I feel like those are the things that people don't talk about, but are life-changing when you actually give them a try. And they have fantastic models at Costco, and they go on sale. Usually one model goes on sale in every circular that they have.
Wait, so you're getting the full, the real deal bidet, or are you getting the attachment that goes on your toilet? Or
we got the attachment.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but they sell those at Costco, and they do the hot water ones and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I had to take off the attachment from our main bathroom because people kept accidentally activating it, and it was causing problems at family functions. So now it's no longer there. But
I will say that, speaking of family time, there may have been an evening where I was brushing my teeth, getting ready to go to bed, and my children came in to brush their teeth, and I may have flicked some water in their direction. And they may have seen that as an invitation to a water fight.
I thought you were brushing your teeth with the bidet, like using that for a toothbrush.
Okay, what prison movie do you think this is? I don't. What is happening? What world do you live in? But hold on, you're not that off. Sorry. You're not far off. You're not far off. So a water fight ensues in our bathroom, And as I am getting the shower sprayer to hold everyone back, we noticed that my daughter, who was, I think, 6 at the time, maniacally laughing, and we can't figure out where she is. And she has gone in the door where the toilet is with the bidet, and she has turned on the bidet to be a water launcher out at all of us.
Wow.
So yeah, she immediately won. We surrendered. And then we had a firm, any water fight in the house does not involve the bidet. But she got points for creativity.
That's awesome. Have you? I don't know why I'm thinking about that. Have you seen those prison? When you were last in prison, did you notice the toilets? Have you seen those toilets and the sinks that are kind of combined to share it's like an all-in-one unit where the sink is on top on the back part of the toilet and it uses that gray water for the toilet itself. Have you seen that? It seemed like a cool prepper toilet.
Okay, so here's where I saw those. I saw those on a preparedness DIY projects book. I saw those in a tiny home video on HGTV.
Oh, I
have seen those in a couple of different areas.
It's not just in prisons.
The place I have not seen them ever is in prison.
Yeah. I don't know what I was watching about. I was like, oh man, that's a great prepper toilet. Is that prison toilet? So
Kaylin, well, you know what?
I'll start it over. All right, welcome to episode 30.
Yeah, exactly. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 30 of Prep Talk Live. Today we're talking about bunkers in our backyards, tactical chickens, and Tup's prison toilet.
Prison toilets.
Yeah, I think that's a whole thing. Kaylin, I would just highly recommend that you hang around with us for the next few minutes and then rewind and go back, because I feel like this may be arguably our best show. We had special guests come in.
Some big time. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the king and queen of prepping joined us for a minute. That was amazing. I feel honored to have interacted with either of them. We need City Prepper to join us more. I feel like we've got Sutton's Days now.
We just got to call him the sitting prepper.
Sitting Prepper. Would Sitting Prepper please report to the chat room? Oh my goodness, that is fantastic.
Is fat wood pieces? Is that body shaming of wood? I don't know. We're already talking about the produce, the ugly produce.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about
Kaylin's just
produce.
Jumping right in there.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. You may have a backyard. You may not have a backyard. I have a backyard, and I'm going to put an office in it, and then I'm going to turn that office into a bunker. And by bunker, I mean a Casey version of a bunker, which could only be so bunkery, but will be fun to do projects in. So that's, I think, where we're going to land on that. It's possible it will be guarded by tactical chickens or tactical roosters specifically. Yeah. It may have a moat, and it will definitely have trapdoors. That is 100% happening. So if Survival Lily showed up,
that'd be big time.
That would be fantastic. Hey, anybody out there, let them all know. Like, we'd love to have them join us. I think at some point here, we're going to start doing interviews. And
do we have the capability of having a third person or a fourth person?
Yeah. So we can, what I don't have is, so we're missing a third. So if, for example, I did this.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, so we could do that. We can do a little of this action.
Nice.
We can go like this. So we definitely have the capability to. One of my projects that I did not do yet. We can do that.
That's cool. A good one for 3. Yeah,
I like that. I wanted to just make a version of this background that doesn't have the questions at the bottom. So when we do have people on, we have a background that works a little bit better. So, but yeah, I would love to have people on. I think we absolutely have to have Sutton's Days on. I'd love to have City Prepping or Sitting Prepper or City Prepping or Sitting Prepping join us at some point. I think Bernie's got to join us at some point. I think everybody, Prepping Penguin,
Van City Preppers here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of preppers out there.
Yeah, we have quite the group that joins us. It's a fantastic group that came up with tactical chickens that we then used AI to source what their image would be.
Yep.
This is how the world works.
That's next level.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we have officially we've hit the hour. I think we've done an amazing job. Not only we started on time, we had audio and visual. I think we're going to end on time. And I think we had a fantastic discussion. So I think this is by far the best episode we've ever had. I don't know if that means we retire now or if we try again next week.
Do we end? Yeah, we end on a high note. I'm getting texts from City Prepping as we're talking about bidet stuff. So I don't know if that's if this is private information or if I should share it. I'll keep it private for now. I'll keep it private.
Exactly. Tell him that I say definitely get the bidet.
He started off with I had a bad bidet experience today, but we'll leave it at that. I don't know. I don't have approval.
Why he needs to come back to the chat and explain that. I think that's okay. Well, you enjoy that conversation with him.
Yeah.
You let us know how it goes. Maybe we'll check in next week. Maybe he can come back next week and tell us about it himself.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody. Appreciate you joining us. If you enjoyed whatever this was for the last hour, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe. We'll have more updates and hopefully soon we'll have the bunker build. It's probably going to start in a month or two. I don't know exactly the timing, but
we want to see the Lego model of that to see where we're at with it.
So. We will get on that. But thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next week on Wednesday at 5:30. If everything goes according to plan, talk to you all later. Thanks a lot. Bye.